Yo, what's up guys, Atlas here with another episode of the Retro Cup, this time around anti-meta against Synchro Cat. So anti-meta, very annoying type of deck, it just basically is stun, I mean it's literally stun, that's what anti-meta honestly comes down to. Devastating cards like Tomb Caliber, Banisher of the Radiance, Fossil Diana, those kind of cards, Thunder King, very annoying for most decks to deal with. They got stuff like the Royal Oppression and Magic Drain. If you don't have big beat sticks in your deck, this deck is almost impossible to beat. The Synchro Cat. Now there's two Rescue Cat, pre-errata of course, two Summon Monk in here. Yeah, it's a strong deck. What can I say, right? It's very strong, 2 Gold Wave, 2 Pot of Avarice, especially some guys well with something like the Rescue Cat. Yeah, and then there's of course the pre-errata Dark Strike Fighter. If you're able to go for OTKs, this is a really strong card. Although it's gonna be hard to pull off against a stun deck. The entire goal of stun decks is to make sure you don't get fun, you don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's see how this matchup will actually go. Seems Synchro Cat won the die roll, the hand paper scissors, rock paper scissors I mean, and just goes for the defensive plays themselves. Bottomless on the Banisher to ensure, you know, no shenanigans with banishing happens. Cold Wave, gonna say nope to that, Solemn Judgment that. Bit of an early Solemn Judgment, but in this case probably justified, as otherwise this Rescue Cat play would mean your entire hand is gone, and at that point it's hard to come back, you need to top deck a lot, and I can respect the play, negating the Cold Wave. Currently in a set heavy battle. Wondered if that Air Bellum was the correct choice here, but it pays off I guess. It does take the Deep Prison, but now we got the Mystic Tomato to deal with. Need to go for the Smashing Ground, otherwise gonna get out the gate. Mystic Tomato says hi. Deep Prison's the Tomato, I mean, one single attack will get rid of him. He's already in a bad slot, fighting uphill against Synchro Cat. And that's the guard, hate to see it happen, right? Harry not exactly a great stop deck in this situation. Gold Sock for probably the Cold Wave, yeah, just gonna buy time. And once the Cold Wave will hit, can probably attack for game. Yup, that's an attack for game if I've ever seen one. That's a Thunder King. I mean, that's just gonna get a Crush card. Don't know if that was necessary, but in fact it slows down the OTKs, probably was not a good idea, but whatever. Synchro Cat top decks another playable monster, Cold Wave, goes to Cyber Dragon, and that's just gonna kick for a game. Game on to Synchro Cat. Huh. So this time around anti-meta gets a start, and of course 6th card going first. That's the rule 1. Or some other crazy stuff. Just goes for a bit of a slow play himself. Not to invest too much in case of Heavy Storm, you know. But the Gravekeeper's guard is gonna protect him, so it's fine, just use him as a Banisher. Huh. I mean, I guess that works. Goes to the Stardust, but the Deep Prison banishes, doesn't destroy. Bottomless Trapple is one that destroys then banishes. So that's bad for you, Stardust, not gonna work. Air Bellum, okay, that works. Magic Drain, yeah, decides to keep the Giant Grenade, probably a good idea there. Smashing Ground, and that means Banisher now can just go and attack to the face, basically. Yep. Anti-meta is now in a position where it loves to be. I mean, what you gonna do, right? Raiko gonna be nice, gets rid of something. So it's not to go for the Thunder King. I mean, yeah. Generally only need one monster at a time. I mean, there's no rush for anti-meta, it likes taking the control position. Yeah. King Tiger, that's also very devastating. Visit the Mirror Force. Maybe a bit premature, but I understand. Mystic Tomato, just runs into 3 back row and gets away with it as well. Cyber Dragon probably gonna be combined with the Smashing Ground, yep, attacks directly. Okay, now you need to top deck Synchro Cat, but do you top deck Bottomless, and that's, yeah, I mean, can't set, pretend you have something, but it's just not gonna work, and anti-meta takes game 2. Synchro Cat gets a start, I mean, off the cat, there's no directly insane play, this is not X-Saber, I can just get a Dark Souls from your deck. Gets trapped Destituted, so the monster in the center is gone. Heavy Storm though, very devastating, gets rid of any back row. Gravekeeper's guard, just gonna start swinging with Gravekeeper guard, I mean. Yeah, sure, anti-meta might be the control deck here, but I mean, if you can just swing for game with weak monsters, what is your opponent gonna do? Use removal on these weak monsters? Anti-meta definitely isn't planning on it at the moment, it seems. Now, I'm not sure if that Rose Warrior summon was a good idea. At this point, Amira Force would have been devastating for Synchro Cat. But yeah. Fossil Dyna. Okay. Interesting. Dark Panther Brain Control probably should have Book of Moons his Fossil Dyna here. That would have saved him for now, but I mean, in the position he's currently in, that probably would have only bought him a little time, and that doesn't really matter that much in this position. So, yeah. Another game for Synchro Cat. That anti-meta gets to start, that's a decent hand. I mean, can't complain about it, right? Especially Royal Oppression. Could be devastating in such a matchup. Except if the, Synchro Cat player is just playing safe, which is definitely the case here. A Heavy Storm could get rid of 3 of the opponent's back row, but it also means getting rid of your own back row. You probably don't want to do this. The King gets bottomless. That just hurts. This Tomato just gonna get Sakuretsu armed. The Synchro Cat player is just like, nope, not gonna let that happen. Because Mystic Tomato is quite the threat for the anti-meta player. It's at least annoying. Gets rid of some stuff. I mean, it kicks over some stuff. Decides to blind the MST, shotgun it. Psycho the other back row. It's gonna delay the demise of the anti-meta player for sure, otherwise you could have just went for something like... you could have made plays with the Airballon, just keep it at that. Smashing Ground, gets rid of the Tomato, fair enough. Wants to aim for the Airballon, but gets Mail Forced instead. Wait to see it happen. Airballon snipes the Heavy Storm, not that we have back row in the first place, but still, yeah, he is devastating. Okay. Banish with the Radiance, Smashing Ground. Just make sure he doesn't have many monsters, otherwise you can just Synchro Summon and kick your ass. Sea Koala, very devastating in this situation, as weird as it might sound. Yeah. Now Ultimate is stuck in top deck mode. Certain Judgment, I mean, could help in some situations, but right now, Synchro Cat just gonna play it safe. I mean, you have to lead. You need to flex it, right? Now this anti-meta player is 100 life points. Let's see if we can pull off a Yusei and top deck his ass out of here. And oh boy, that's a devastating top deck. Actually, that's not really gonna matter, I think. Tries to mind control it, gets magic drained, decides to just discard Everest. Goes for the Stardust, which gets some Judgment. But normal summons the Gale, and Gale will get Mirror Forced. 50 life points. Do you believe in the heart of the cards? He does, gets the Thunder King. Now this will buy him time, as long as he doesn't top deck another good monster, but there's the Airballon. So he'll gate, of course, the Cyber Dragon, but he can just normal summon Airballon and kick for game. Very close and a nice series of top decks by anti-meta, but it's just not enough, and Synchro Cat, after a long game, managed to get the 3-1. So 1-3 in this matchup, anti-meta loses this one. And Synchro Cat here, the deck that gets the win, that gets to move on. And anti-meta gets demoted to the losers bracket. Now, honestly, I could be pretending and be like, oh no, not my anti-meta deck, what a shame it got demoted, but honestly, who really likes anti-meta? I mean, I know there are anti-meta players out there, so there's probably some people that like it, but I didn't mind the results of this match too much myself. When I got through the host of this thing, you should be biased, maybe, but not gonna lie. Interesting, Synchro Cat plays, didn't really ever use the effective Cat that well. Which makes sense, he was under a lot of pressure from back row. I mean, just look at his anti-meta deck list. So much hate in the back row, and even the Book of Moods are basically back row as well. That's like a lot of traps. Almost half of the deck is traps, and such a time that's just devastating. If you only have like a mystical space, they're going to get rid of most of the back row. But Synchro Cat managed to respect it, play it safely, and managed to take the win. So very interesting matchup. Next episode we got TEG, Tech Genus against Scraps. Interesting matchup, both decks from late 5Ds. Wonder what that one will look like. For now, this is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, see you guys next time. Atlas signing out. See ya and have a nice day.